Why hello there everybody and welcome to a fantastic Saturday evening or whatever it happens to be in your time zone. I'm sectoral leader Cody and I'm Cody. Welcome on in everybody. Why is my phone not shutting up during the stream? It's supposed to shut up during the stream except for weather statements. That's what it's supposed to do and it's not doing that. There's our walk on sound for Omega. Let me scroll up here. I want to say my hellos. Omega, congrats on getting first with the 141 sessions, maintaining that 100%. Aqua with the second with the 140 at 99.3%. Heck yes. Jay, congrats on getting that third. Have a fantastic lurk. Cake, welcome on to win 133 sessions, 96.4%. Heck yes. Jay with the 88 sessions. Oh my goodness. And Gothic is also here with 28 sessions. Heck yes. Welcome on in, everybody. You got some pretty good numbers going on there. You know, when you look at how high the numbers are starting to get here, it's like, holy crap. It's really been that long since the whole check-in system was implemented. Omega's got the highest possible number possible, and that is 141. And I think that was since I first implemented this, or did I backtrack a few days too when it was implemented? I don't remember. But yeah, the check-in system's been in for a while now. Oh yeah, we gotta say hey to Tush as well. We can't forget to say hello to our Tush. Thanks, sectoral captain. A death grip on first. Yeah, very fast to get it. My goodness. Also, you may have seen that my weather station actually has exciting things to report today. 214 lightning strikes so far, and vast majority of that came from the afternoon thunderstorm we had. Oh yeah, that was fun. We definitely got a we got a pretty good storm passing over us as well. I'm still thinking a personal weather station got hit better. But we had quite a bit of rain and wind. Just like yesterday. Except yesterday the clouds were moving really fast. It looked amazing. I freaking love that. That's what happens when you got a wall of wind riding along with the thunderstorm. A nice little gust front. So yeah, a lot has happened. We've had 4 thunderstorms over the past couple days here. Right from Friday morning, I got to be in one. I couldn't list it because I was actually not within the local area when it happened. But the other 3 I have been able to list because I was in the local area. Yesterday, my personal weather station broke an all-time rainfall rate record of 411 millimeters per hour in a downburst event. So, that's pretty cool. A downburst is when the vertical winds from the core of a storm are heading down at the land, usually bringing a crap load of rain with it, and then when it hits the surface from there, it spreads out. It creates a lot of wind. Torrential rainfall usually causes flash flooding, all sorts of crazy stuff. And, oh my goodness. Yeah, very impressive weather phenomena. And over these past 2 days, people have been sending in pictures of gravitational wave clouds. They look so freaking cool. It gives you that really cool illusion of the entire base of the clouds sort of collapsing. That's what it looks like. Oh, I love weather phenomena like that. uncommon to see that. Yesterday's big storm also ended with a rainbow, a very bright rainbow. And then we've got, well, last night, but it was still yesterday. It was 5 minutes left of yesterday when you got hit by another thunderstorm. Wasn't as amazing, but still very welcome nonetheless. And then we got another... Wait. Yeah. And then we got the thunderstorm today, which was also severe. We had two out of 3 thunderstorms while I was in the local area were severe, and one non-severe. There was also an attempt this morning, but I'm not going to count one lightning strike as a thunderstorm. That's just an isolated lightning strike. So yeah, we've had a lot of fun weather. Oh my goodness. If this stuff was happening during the stream, that'd be ridiculous. Some of the stats you might see pulled from my station would be very impressive. Like 214 lightning strikes is impressive. It was at over 500 by the end of yesterday. There was a lot. I could pull up at that easy. I can easily pull that up. Why do I have this open? Updates to the Google Play Terms of Service. Oh boy. You are responsible for any third-party fees you incur. No shit. You know what? They probably made that more clear because, again, somebody probably tried to forward a lawsuit on them. It's like, yeah, I get charged for this. It's like, that application that you incurred a charge for doesn't have the word Google anywhere on it. What does this have to do with Google? I do understand big companies sometimes when it comes to the things that they add, because it's just like simple logic. It's like you incur a charge from this that is not related to that, and then you point your finger at that and saying you did it. It doesn't really make any sense, just from a simple logic point of view. That being said, Google Chrome, you suck. You are absolute crap. Don't think I'm on your side, Google, because your browser is garbage and it gets worse with every update. It's just a memory hog. No respect for system resources. Thank goodness I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. Sharing, blah, 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 subscription management. We are being responsible for balance. I don't even use Google account, whatever. I don't pay into Google Play. No thanks. Anyway, it looks like my mailbox was what I left open. So let me just mark is red, batch mark is red. A lot of this stuff is like I really could care less. And these ones will be... Okay, I'm going to flag that so it stays at the top. And I'm going to... Wait, what is this? Oh. That also goes to the top. Mark is red. Unpin. Get rid of that. Oh, for Pete's sakes. It did 2 updates in the same day. Why? Oops, we messed up. There we go. I had a bit of a problem with my mailbox earlier. It was like, yes, you have 100 100 and something messages. Oh yes, thank you. And 80% of those were promos, so it was just like, okay, well, excellent. I'm going to go select all, unselect a few that are actually useful, and then just press the delete button. Yay, delete button. My favorite button in my mailbox. Because of all the promo messages. It's like, get out of here with that. I'm not buying your a game that is well outside the category of games that I usually play, all right? Speaking of games, yes, I do have an interest in Power World, but due to the game backlog that I currently have, I will not be able to invest in it at present. I only just got the Sonic Racing game not that long ago. I'd like to, make some progress there. Maybe get the fastest speed class unlocked. Maybe start getting fighting through the item RNG. Gee, I think I'm wondering. I think I'm noticing a bit of a theme here with item RNG dictating whether or not you win a race. Except the Sonic Racing game's items are even more aggressive than Mario Kart. Oh my goodness. Yep, but I love getting hit by a first place or a first and second place item on late third lap. Anyway, that's not what we're going to be playing today. Today, we're going to be playing some Final Fantasy 14 because we've got the final, we've got a fantasy, and we've got a 14. And also, we've got to wrap it up. Like, we're on the last patch of Post-Stormblood, and we were supposed to be on the last patch of Stormblood by the end of April. So... I actually should have swapped next week's schedule with this week. Like, brought the race and stuff to today, and then brought the Final Fantasy to next weekend, because next weekend there are Final Fantasy 14 drops, and I would like to do a stream focused on those. However, I might just add an extra stream on Friday next week. That is Final Fantasy 14. And yeah, that'll be the opportunity to get the drop. And then on Saturday, I'm going to do what I originally scheduled. And I believe it's going to be all Sonic Racing for this particular racing segment and that. I've got 3 different racing games to rotate between that fall within my interests, so yeah, got all that to swap between. And who knows, maybe one decade I'll actually have a sufficient backlog to invest in Power World. I don't know how to play it. I've seen one of my friends play it plenty. That doesn't tell me anything. That doesn't tell me anything of how the game plays, especially since it's now in its full release, and a lot of things have probably changed. But anyway, setting that aside, and set aside the fact that we had 4 thunderstorms in the past in the past couple days, I hope everybody else is having a fantastic time zone so far. Hopefully, the heat was not too disruptive over in the east, because now it's in the West Central, and it's bothering people there. So does that mean the East is going to be getting frequent rainfall and flood events now? Because that's been our theme. I am thankful for all the thunderstorms. They've been keeping this annoying heat wave that's hitting part of the Canadian prairies away from here. Just the way I like it. Especially if it's a lot of thunderstorms defending us from the nasty temperatures. Huh. Oh, yes. So I do have a Lucky Bot running in the background as well. Now, because Lucky Bot is experimental, what I'm doing here is I'm having it alongside Firebot. It's going to work with Firebot, and it's going to cover like a few things that Firebot doesn't currently cover. Lucky Bot currently does not have the logical maze that I put in Firebot, so oh, but I think there is an extra command. You will actually find it in the command guide, but there is an extra command there. You won't see it on the Firebot page because it's a Lucky Bot command. I could pull it off in Firebot too, but I figured I'd throw a few things onto Lucky Bot to start experimenting with how it works. It's early in its stages. If I could find like bugs in it, hopefully not bugs that are super confusing to replicate, like a certain bug that we're aware of on Wednesday. But Yeah, I've got that running on the side. I'm not going to be invested in StreamerBot, but I might run it in a test environment to see what it's all about. I don't have no intentions of replacing Firebot because Firebot is way too useful to be replaced. Not doing that. Plus, I'm not going to break what isn't broken. I'm not going to follow in Microsoft's footsteps and be like, hey, this works too well. We're going to rewrite this entire thing and release it with a whole bunch of bugs. That's the Microsoft way. I'm not doing things the Microsoft way. No thanks. Then again, hasn't that become a thing with a lot of video game firms lately? Or not lately. It's been a thing since the 2010s when you could patch games easily over the internet. Back in my day, the games were physical, and if there were any bugs, you couldn't patch them out. They were in the cartridge. They had to carefully test their games to make sure they'd actually work. And any games that were released incomplete wouldn't get any purchases. Like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which, so many people still went for it, even after a massive amount of people were like, hey, this game is not complete. And every single piece of gameplay footage out there had a high chance of having at least one glitchy bug or hiccup or whatever. Again, I might be slightly biased against the Pokemon Company because I don't like the Pokemon Company. They are scummy. And if Daddy Nintendo didn't defend them around every corner, they'd be gone already. Quite frankly. But, see, it really sucks, though, because, Pokemon is a freaking amazing concept. But, the Pokemon Company is a garbage company. So it's like, you get this conflict here, where it's like, I love these freaking creatures. There's so many amazing ones out there, and then you've got the company that runs it. It's like, those are scumbags. Yeah, they lost, and the very fact that they thought they even entertained the idea that they owned Summonin really annoys me. And I'm not going to be forgiving them for that arrogance and the incomplete game fiasco that they're building a track record for. No thanks. And their incredible greed with pay for this DLC. Which has gotten so bad that to announce paid DLC for a game you haven't even released yet is a very obvious message they're sending out. They're sending out, we purposely withheld this particular piece from the game. AKA, we did not actually complete our game. Now, one might argue, well, isn't that the case with all DLC? Sometimes. But sometimes DLC is actually legitimately an afterthought. Where it's like, you release a game, and then it's like, oh shit, this game performed really well. We should add on to it. And then you have the DLC as a result of that. That's a bit of a different story. Udon, welcome on in. I hope you're having a fantastic time zone. You know what game does not have any paid DLC or anything? It's a full game. It's in full release, and it has things in it. And there'll be a few more things getting added as it go. Hollow Knight Silksong, yes, but also Nukes, which Udon has made. Nukes is a complete game. So there you go. You don't have any strings attached. You don't have a incomplete game being put out. You have a full game, a full and fun to play game known as Nukes. Hollow Knight Silksong is freaking amazing. One of these days, I will have to get into the Hollow Knight series. hopefully have the new tutorial soon as well. I'm looking for... I gotta give that a try. I gotta give that a try when it's out, for sure. When are we getting DLC on? You know, I have my reservations about level 5 and their poor planning on when games actually release, but it almost seems like some of their DLC was an afterthought too, where they didn't expect their game to do so well, and then they're like, wait a minute, it did do really good. And Fool's Records mocap for it. Oh my goodness. Now, Nukes is quite a bit of fun, everybody. I do have a command for Nukes. There you go. I actually don't know if Nukes is included in the summer sale because I already own Nukes, so I'm not really like told when it goes on sale. Oh, by the way, we were just talking about Power World a little bit ago. Power World's also on sale, which like that might make me purchase it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to play it right away though. Like I said, I got a lot of other games I've got to focus on completing first before I can make my way over. Because I feel like Power World would be another like trap for me where... Because they have enough creative elements. I don't know if Power World has a creative mode, but I love the heck out of creative mode of all things. If it's pure survival, then yeah, I don't know. Might be a touch more difficult for me to get into, but only a touch more difficult. It's been pretty fun base building. One of these days. One of these days. Also, Roller is an attackable NPC right now. Just keep in mind that the NPCs that spawn, they often require team effort because everybody only gets 5 MP for a stream. So with Roller here, if you land every single attack and it's at regular strength, you can do half that HP bar. If you roll a weakness and hit every single time, you'll have to use all of your MP to empty that HP bar. Keep in mind, accuracy is 50%. 10 is the break point when it comes to landing an attack and not landing it. There you go. See? A 4, which would end up missing in this scenario. I am actually entertaining the idea of adding enemies with higher and lower evasion too, but I'll have to see about that. I might need to mess around with some of the base of how this battle system works. I have Power World. I just stopped playing it because I was also playing Ark a bunch. Oh, okay. Well, if Ark is the backlog, then you're never going to end up playing Power World. Ark... Oh my goodness. Like, that's a never-ending game right there. Oh, more maths. Oh, yeah. True. Push. Exactly, yes. Yes to both of those. Actually, Tush is not really like an interest of mine, but if you ask Krista about Tush, you'll get a different answer. Krista things. I'm actually working on the array for Season 5. And also I'm working on... I was trying to get more Thunder clips added today. And then a thunderstorm happened. So ironically enough, the thunderstorm resulted in a delay of adding more thunder. I was able to add one new thunder sound effect. But I have a lot of thunderstorm footage from the past 2 days to go through. The thunder got pretty loud during at least 2 of these storms. So I think there's going to be some good ones in there. It's just I got to filter out all the ones with noise pollution. I'm in like the suburbs, but you still get plenty of urban noise pollution when you're dealing with that. Oh, by the way, the Roller can attack back too. And does from time to time. They have the same accuracy in return. And they decided to attack the sectoral captain this time. I should add a 50% chance of the sectoral captain launching an attack back. It'll just be entertaining. Like, you dare? Oh my goodness. Alright, let's get Final Fantasy 14 launch. We're going to be doing some Final and Fantasy and 14 in. One of the Windows updates made my start menu layout change, and I don't like it. But at the same time, I know I'm going to get used to it. I just don't know why. I see Final Fantasy 14 posting a whole bunch of stuff about the Berlin Festival and stuff. That's what the next weekend's drops are all about. Next weekend? Wait, is it next weekend? No, it isn't. Wait, today's the 11th? Hey, wait, hold on. What? What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, so I do still have time to swap the Sonic Racing between weeks. Okay. Okay. That's good. I have time to plan for that then. I could just do a swap. Or I could still entertain the extra stream, the extra Friday stream. Wait, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing wait. Yes, I am? Hold on. I need to remind myself. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do the extra stream next weekend. There's reasons. I might have something else happening next Friday, so I'm going to avoid putting an extra stream on that weekend for that event's reason. Now, what the heck happened last when we left off of Final Fantasy 14? It's been a while. Gothic, welcome on back. I'm just trying to figure out what the heck it did in Final Fantasy 14 last. Something in location says Eorzean Alliance headquarters, so something about that. Oh yeah, we tried to parley with the Emperor, and they sounded like they were a puppet of the Ascians, really. That's what it sounded like. Is the Emperor even using their own mind? They're just told, like, this one thing, and then they just listen to it. So far, I'm fantastic. Like, my goodness. It has been one heck of a past few days. 2 days for thunderstorms. Hold on, let me get changed to the actual source. And I need to make sure Final Fantasy 14 is enabled. I forgot to do that on one screen. You guys actually see it on vertical immediately. And I gotta fix it here. Oh! Oh my goodness! Jeez! Oh my goodness, indeed! Daisy, jeez! Calm down. Thank you very much, Udon, for gifting the tier 1 sub to Gothic. I still haven't fixed it on vertical. I will do that eventually, trademark. Enjoy the ad-free experience. Oh, and enjoy the Cumulus cloud there. You got the little Cumulus badge. Speaking of badges, I did put the next badge campaign into, well, actually, I think I did this a few weeks ago. The next badge campaign will be happening during the 5-year streamer anniversary. I have it all ready to go for September. It's still 2 months away, but but yeah, that'll be the next badge campaign. I'm not going to be doing the badge campaigns like all the time, but I am going to be doing them from time to time. Man, speaking of badges, I've got a fancy little badge. Fancy little badge. I got a fancy little badge too. And also, oh, what the heck? What was the other badge that I recently got? I don't know. I'm drawing a blank for some reason. I know I got a channel-specific badges than that, but it's like those are... Oh my goodness. The weekly rewards badge, I'm getting those in a lot of channels, too. There's actually a bug. Also, I've got to launch New Game Plus, otherwise this dungeon run will not count. Oh, I didn't even start the main story. Also, apparently my Garuda, my bird lady summon here is just like chilling on Lisa's shoulders. Having listened to Emperor Boris's maniacal plans, Lisa's ready to go to war. Yep, sounds like that's the way it's gonna have to be. The face of war. Do you think it's a scary face or a silly face or probably an angry face?
I'm not sure what I was expecting from our meeting with the Emperor, but it wasn't that. Still, at least we know now what he's really after.
An Asian's boot to kiss.
Built
Yes.
on a mountain of bodies. I too want the Asians dead, but not at any cost.
The last of the reinforcements from Dorma arrived not long ago. I pray it will be enough. Given the Emperor's stated goal, this is a battle we can ill afford to lose.
Yeah, but their goal is... Wait, do the people here actually still think the Emperor wants to eradicate the Asians?
We may not have much say in the matter, even with our combined strength.
We knew from the first that the odds would be against us. But if there is even the slightest chance of victory, we must do everything in our power to seize it.
I'm so glad this is all voiced. I feel like my voice acting's a little rusty.
We must seize it, full stop.
I'm so glad I changed my tags. I had to double check. I didn't miss any of that voice line, did I? I clicked in and it was like advanced text?
The two of you are to join an irregular unit and support the main host. I won't bother asking if you're minded to fight.
Not gonna ask. We already know the
After
response is
coming
gonna be
this far,
yes the
how
moment
could
we
I
ask
not?
it.
And for once, there's no one around to countermand me. Not that they would. Not even my brother. But we all know who really make the difference. Ready to frighten some Garleans?
Yes, I'm gonna put on the Imperial nuisance tag.
I wouldn't want to be on their side.
Might I ask you to accompany the Dorman contingent? They are strangers here, and your presence would do much to raise their spirits.
My spirits are very high today. But it's not anything relevant to what's going on in the plot right now. It's because thunderstorms.
When our people stride out with you in their midst, I dare say the Eorzeans will feel an ilm taller themselves. High spirits have a way of spreading.
What I wouldn't give to join you. But my duties as field commander will not allow it. I'll leave the front lines in your capable hands.
I have refilled my smoothie reserve. Wasn't this music just playing?
Comrades, ready your arms. The hour of battle has come.
It sounds so good right now.
May the crystal guide us to victory.
I'm gonna try my best not to speak over voice lines and speak between them, like right now. I have strawberry banana with cherry yogurt and milk. Fortunately, I do have lactose tolerance, so I take full advantage of that by having dairy products.
Since the others couldn't be here,
May as well,
we'll
since
have
I
to
had-
fight twice as hard. If Alphinaud wakes to find the Imperials have won, I shall never hear the end of it. It's strange. I thought I would be terrified when the fighting started.
But it hasn't started
I
yet.
should be terrified. But with you at our side, I can't help feeling everything is going to be all right.
Everything's gonna be alright.
So please, don't you dare leave me alone.
I will not, as long as the weird, mysterious voice doesn't get to me.
No matter what happens, we have to survive together.
I'd be opposite. It would be a so good, sets me up. It's unfortunate not everybody is able to fully enjoy. Oh my goodness. Here's something that's been iffy along my family lines. Hair. Hair's been iffy. So our family's had a fair mix of unfortunate hair genetics, where like Bolden and all that stuff. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I think I must have gone my dad's side with the hair, because lots of hair grows fast. I'm the only one in the family with curly hair. It's really interesting when that happens, too. It's like, wait a minute. It's like, wait. Both of my parents have this, but I got this. Genes are fascinating. My hair is mostly straight, but if it gets long, it starts to get wavy at the end, so it's like just a little bit hybrid. Oh my goodness, that smoothie is freaking delicious. What did I do to it this time? Enter the Gimleet Dark. You know, it's so close to Gimli, except not spelt like Gimli. Gimli, Manitoba. I've been to Gimli, Manitoba before. It's a little resort town. Actually, it's a pretty decent sized resort town along Lake Winnipeg. I think it's Lake Winnipeg. They have two giant lakes, but it's one of the giant lakes that almost looks like an ocean because of how far it expands out. The weather there is so much fun, and that little resort town is such an amazing place. Very stinky in August due to the fish flies, but that's fine. No one knows how to take care of it, because when I say curly, I mean... God. I mean, I have people come up and ask me if I'm mixed. So, it is so fascinating. Genetics and that. And actually, little bit of Majikert lore. Majikerts are the, in my timeline, they're essentially, they're the common species. They have a lot of similarities to humans. Their skin is tougher. Their inner anatomy is a little different. Their reproduction is different too. It's I believe it is wish-based. Yeah, it's like a pair holds hands, looks up to the sky or something like that with a wish in that, and then they are granted a child or something like that. That's a Majikert lore. The sectoral leader's not a Majikert, but a lot of the citizens he looks after. Oh, hello, Krista. Thanks for throwing in, Krista. But yeah, a lot of Majikerts, they do the wish casting and that. They actually can carry children, too. Which I believe I have a specific circumstance. And now we just had a curlew randomly throw. Okay. Oh my goodness. But yeah. So they got two different ways of having children in that. They got the tougher skin. Also, Majikerts, that's a pretty big difference between Majikerts and humans, too. they can possess the ability to host magic, so there's also that. Might be a pretty significant difference. Unfortunately, actually, maybe it's fortunate because of the way some of our leadership behaves. Humans don't really possess magic. At least not magic in the way we describe it. In the way it's actually described. Energetic fairy. You know, we just had a despawn and then we had an immediate spawn. Sometimes RNG waits for quite a while before we get a new spawn, so these times can vary. By the way, Krista is an Aerocurt, which is a hybrid species between an Aerocelli or an Aerocelis and a Majorcurt. Her mother is a Majorcurt and her father is an Aerocelis. We are ready to enter a dungeon. With that bunch of lore, let's enter a dungeon. Now, we got Hing, we've got Alice, and we've got NPC. Unnamed NPC. This is the last dungeon of Post-Stormblood. This is the last partied instance. Oh, by the way, the whole mechanic of having multiple lives in a dungeon and that's sort of new. And honestly, they should use that as feedback for how fair is this dungeon boss. If a lot of people have to use it, then maybe you made it a little unfair. Wait, what? I was still able to do that? I must have just barely had the window. That is... Let's try that again. There we go. And I'm not using my next summon on an enemy that is almost defeated already. Guy armor. Could have thought about ground armor before before we came in.
Enough!
Enough! I summon Bird Lady. I used those in the wrong order. Why did I use those in the wrong order? I don't know. I was going to run up to it and smack it with my book. Wait. Why is this a random path? No, okay. Why do all of the NPC tanks use single target attacks to open up instead of group? I still love it when the summon goes meow. It's my favorite thing. Why did I waste Bahamut on enemies that are almost defeated? Ah, I wanted to at least sneak in one of these beforehand. Oh yeah, I don't know if I already pointed this out before. I probably have, but the NPCs they all have different attack elements. Actually, I think a few share the same one. Whatever. Anyway, they have different attack elements. The energetic fairy, as you can see, does light damage. That visual effect looks nothing like in line AoE. Hemlock, welcome on in. I hope you're having a fantastic time zone. Oh, okay. Whoa. Oh. Oh my goodness. Udon, thank you so much for gifting the tier 1 sub to Hemi. There's no hiding from the Udon snipe. Enjoy the ad-free experience. You have a Thunderstorm badge. I'm not sure if you already had that, but now you do. I'm not sure if you were already at a Thunderstorm badge, I should say. Udon stealthing. The energetic fairy is still attacking the sectoral captain. Every time one of those enemies is defeated, it always makes that stock sound effect. Crash site. So, have you guys figured out the energetic fairy special condition yet? Like I said earlier, you'd figure it out unintentionally. You weren't even online on Discord. Oh my goodness, Rosie's here as well. Welcome on in, Rosie. I hope you're having a fantastic time zone. Notice how the map already gives away that you can't navigate there? Where that fell? Hope everything's well. Everything is fantastic. We've had a really good track record of thunderstorms so far. This weekend's been off to a really good start. I would repeat this weekend infinitely. So far. Maybe I shouldn't say that so soon. You never know what Sunday will give me, but so far it's been pretty darn good. 4 thunderstorms in 2 days. I love it. Absolutely. So we're just gonna run through things falling over. Do this and that, and I'm not going to cycle through the next element quite yet. Oh, we got ads coming up, just as a heads up, everybody, and they might interrupt our second boss fight too, just as a heads up. Of course, if you are lucky enough to have gotten a gift sub in that, or if you have a sub from any source, you're all good. You'll get to see everything. Like this bird lady attack. Also, I can't see my dashboard. Why? Oh, check out those statistics from my personal weather station. Oh my goodness. Ready? Go! I had to. That was a perfect opportunity. Bird lady, you didn't say anything. I wanted to hear. Hello, Final Fantasy VII boss. And here we go. You know what? There's 1 minute. There's 1 minute left until the ads are over. I will wait that 1 minute. I am preparing the next season. I think I'm only 10% of the way through the array, but I'm working on it. I have the full calendar. I think I have the full calendar. Mostly the full calendar of Season 5 all planned out. I know what I'm going to play, when I'm going to play it. I know that we're going to be doing that special little 5-year badge campaign as part of the 5 years of streaming, because I've actually already passed 5 years of streaming. Apparently I started in June 2021. I thought it was later, but it was June. 5 years. But we'll actually be doing the 5-year celebration closer to my affiliate anniversary, which, yeah, we'll just put those all together, right? 3 years of affiliate or something like that. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. Okay, boss fight time. Nitro spin. Oh, hello there. Welcome back. Thank you for putting a hole in that wall, I guess.
Enough!
Unbreakable cement drill. I mean, it'd be pretty embarrassing if it was breakable. That's a waste of oil.
Out of my way!
Notice how fast its HP is going down? Yeah, there's gotta be a catch, right? Like me having to waste my Bahamut timer, apparently. It's sort of just sitting there now, menacingly. Nope, there's no catch. It just doesn't have very high HP. It's not always the case, but it is most likely the case that the second boss of a dungeon is usually the most irritating in terms of mechanics and design. This boss is an exception. They're not incredibly annoying. We gotta help Emmerich. Let's help it. Let's give Emmerich a hand. And Kenny, of course. Golden Mama, welcome on in. I hope you're having a fantastic time zone so far. I've definitely been having a pretty good time zone. My goodness, with the thunderstorms this weekend. My goodness. I should actually... I feel like I'm making a mistake right now, but I actually don't have the radar open on my usual screen. Mostly to save resources. They've been pretty fantastic. Thunderstorms in recent memory. In fact, recent memory is like 3 hours ago. Our last big thunderstorm was 3 hours ago. Which actually, the weather station statistics that you see during the ad breaks there, those come from my personal weather station. The 214 lightning strikes. A large portion of those were from the storm that we had 3 hours ago. They hit here too. They hit my personal weather station, but they hit here too. I think the wind value where I was higher though. Boom. Boom. If I go periodically quiet, it's because I am focused. I mean, not that you have to focus too much with these fellas. The AoEs are pretty predictable here. Like, by the time you're this far in Stormblood, you'll already know what to do in a lot of this. I think that targets... Does that always target Kenny? Kenny's not a part of our party. This particular instance has extra NPCs. Only makes sense, considering we're all fighting this fight. And as usual, the tank is not immediately taking the aggro because NPC tanks just don't do that for some reason. Help's on the way. We already have their HP down half. But every piece of assistance is definitely appreciated. Now I'm going to move myself over here because I'm pretty sure exhaust is RNG aimed. Oop, why am I using that? There we go. You know, I can't even hear the Garuda AG. It is going meow. I want to hear it. I want to hear the meow. Oh, what? Oh my goodness. Where was the thunder? Why is that quiet thunder in the pool for that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll head over here. Aqua, thank you so much for 11 months. Almost a year. That is amazing. Time flies. Time just flies. Doesn't seem to show any signs of slowing down anytime soon. Speaking of time flying, I think we're approaching the halfway mark of off-season. Gone. Removed. Don't worry, treasure coffer. He'll save you from this conflict. Poor treasure coffer. Here we are. Alright, not here we are as in we're facing Chaos Alphaless. Here we are as in, hey, look. Wow. Artificially enhanced. I would just like to, hold on. I would just like to pause for a moment to, point out that Heinz, doesn't care about cliff sides. Anyway, let's go. Mandatory fall, crunch noise. Can you guys not? But NPC party members choose the worst possible place to position themselves. I'm already through a cycle? Jeez. Wait. They always do this. They do this every time. Okay, are you done yet? There we go. You're 0.1. I know you're hard-coded to stay. I'm just going to go where Alice is. You guys are such fun friends. Why don't you ask Krista to get you two partnered up? Oh. I see you over there.
Forward! Forward!
I see you over there, too.
Out of my way!
That's right. Alice is pretty aggressive with limit breaks, too. Now we gotta wait forever. La 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 la. Bye-bye. Also, that was a critical hit. Oh my goodness. Well, there we go. That's that dungeon. That is the Gimli Dark. We'll just say Gimli Dark, alright? My goodness.
We did it! I dare say they'll be reeling from this.
You were truly inspiring in battle, my friend. I'm determined not to be outdone, but there seems to be no one left to fight.
We ran out of people.
Tactical
Dang it.
withdrawal, perhaps?
We should give chase. Finish them off while we have the chance. Imagine the other surprise when they wake to find the war already won.
Yeah. I was just waiting for that to happen. I was actually just about to commentate about that.
Expunge all life. Only you can forestall the calamity. Throw
Which one,
wide
Ganon?
The
Right.
gates.
No! 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 Not like...
QTE failed.
Oh no. Don't tell me. Are you all right?
At least the voice waited until the fight was
Quickly,
over. Would
we
have been
must get
so
it back to
annoying
the
if that was
encampment.
during the fight. One by one, the plot thickens. The plot thick. So the Garleans have been routed, have they? Well done. Though this exchange was no more than a test of our strength, like as not, they won't be taking any chances now the Emperor has joined the fray. They'll want to take their time, whittle down our defenses. Still, with your help, and that of our eastern allies, we've passed the first test. Our line is unbroken. As for Alice, well, she's in the good hands over the infirmary. My lord, the Shurians have completed their examination of Mistress Alice, and it is as we feared. She is locked in a slumber without any outward cause. Just like the others. Damn it all. Aye, the Garleans picked a fine time to come knocking. 5 scions incapacitated, and with the enemy on our doorstep. I cannot spare the men to assist in search for a cure. The best I can do is see to it that Alice is escorted safely back to the Rising Stones. Yukiri and I will return to our encampment. The main contingent of our forces from the Far East is under sail, and we must be made ready for their arrival. I will not keep you then. Yes. Judging by the Garleans' recent movements, or lack thereof, they won't be launching another offensive in the immediate future. You should return to the Rising Stones. Given the plight of your fellow scions, I can understand if you feel on edge, but you'll be no good to anyone without rest. The thoughts of when are we gonna get affected by that linger? Yes. Yes. Go to the Rising Stones. Which stones? Stones of chaos? It may be emeralds. Ah, Cody, welcome home. Word has it you and Mr. Stalisay gave the Guardians quite a thrashing. Speaking of whom, where is Mr. Stalisay? I was certain she would have returned by now. Yeah. We experienced another voices in our head scenario. By the 12. Not her too. Ocher and I are ready to infirmary for her arrival. We will also need to send a message to Tataru post-haste. Would that I had something other than grim tidings to share with her. And with you too, for that matter. It grieves me to report that the Archon's condition remains unchanged. As we speak, Cornet, Kryol, and Master Matoria continue to explore every possible avenue. Alas, their efforts have yet to bear fruit. But all is not lost. You are still hale and whole after all, though I suspect you must be tired from your journey. You should rest, my friend. Leave the worrying to us, for the time being, at least. Yes, but we will still be concerned because we keep hearing these voices in our head too. They're gonna be after us. Meanwhile, at the border of Alamigo. Light. Ah, yes, it's a skinwalker. Wow. Wow, they exist. Thank you for establishing that. That was a very insightful meanwhile. Ah, Cody, yours is a welcome face indeed in these troubled times. Though if you've come to inquire about our stricken brothers and sisters, I'm afraid I have naught to report. Grumnut and the others continue the tireless search for answers, and I, too, have done all in my power to assist them. Alas. Alas, door opens. My apologies for the intrusion. I was told Master Alphinaud had been brought here, and wished to see if his condition had improved. Ah. Master Cody, I've heard about the parts you played in driving back the Empire's forces. Thank you. That you were able to stop them, if only for a short while, gives me hope. I realize how strange such words must sound coming from a Garlean's lips, but I speak them out of the love I bear for my homeland, because I wish to see an end to the bloodshed. That is why I choose to share all that I know with the Alliance. Though I will surely be branded a traitor, and meteors will fall from the sky, it will seem a small price to pay if it helps prevent this conflict from escalating any further. But enough of my prattling. The war is not what brought me all this way. I came to see Master Alphinaud. An acquaintance of Cody and Alphinaud, are you? Well, far be it from me to turn away good company, if you will follow me, sir. Maybe Maxima can figure out the mystery of the voice. It says, the voice is in my head. When word reached me that Alphinaud had returned, it seemed only right that I visit him. Poor lad. It pains me to see him thus. but I take solace in the knowledge that he is safe and well cared for. He fought valiantly at the burn. The Populares could have not wished for a more committed ally. I know not how he came to be so afflicted, but I pray a cure will be found soon. On an unrelated note, you may be interested to know that I traveled here in the company of another acquaintance of yours. He awaits you at North Silvertier, and I'm certain he'd be glad to see you. Assuming you could spare the time, that is. Well, that's not too far from here, is it? No. No, it isn't. Whee! Are we ready to rise with stones? Well, you'll have to wait longer because we are leaving stones. Ah. Oh, it's very foggy. Very foggy here. A lot of fog. Ah, there you are. I was beginning to think you would not come. I'm always going to show up, especially if the plot demands it. It seems you've been through the mill. You should have called me. It said. Though I must confess, tracking down missing souls isn't exactly within my field of expertise. As you may have surmised, I heard much of Master Garland growing up in Garlemald. Garlicland, sorry. Indeed, it has been he has long been a source of inspiration to me. Most Garleans would say he is a traitor, that he turned his back on his country. We of the Popularis, however, consider him a revolutionary, a man willing to defy the Emperor's dreams of subjugation, that his inventions might bring about a better future for all of mankind. Please, revolutionary is a term best reserved for my work. I am but an Imperial defector who thought to aid another Imperial defector. Worded it that way. Alright, said. Whatever Master Garland says, I am humbled to find myself in such distinguished company. Speaking of distinguished company, we heard that from Robin that you ran into an old friend in the burn. Is it true? Gaius still lives? Mm-hmm. Like most in the army, I never had the privilege of seeing the legatus without his mask. To think I had walked halfway across the burn in the presence of the Black Wolf. He claimed to have severed the ties with the Empire to hunt Asians, did he? After his humbling at the Praetorium, one would think he'd have good sense to stay dead. Should we meet again, I shall be sure to tell him so. Commander Aldrin also spoke of the Alliance's meeting with the Emperor. Though I still labor to believe what he told us. Did his Radiance really claim that Garlemald was founded by the Asians? Mm-hmm. But that is madness. And not Sparta. The very notion is absurd. Every fiber of my being rails against it. And yet, I see there's no escaping the truth. From the very founding of my homeland, my brothers and sisters have laid down their lives in service to a lie. The Asians must be stopped. To save my people. To save all people. For all the Empire's many crimes, even I did not suspect. Had I known, I would have left a lot sooner. But that is in the past. Here in the present, we must apply ourselves to the problem of how the Empire's ambitions may be thwarted. Not only but in Eorzea, but in the Far East as well. The Ironworks will spare no effort to achieve that end. Asariu's wall was a good start, but we can do more. And we will. We'll show them what it means to achieve freedom through technology. I wonder how far this camera pans before it stops. That just answered my question. There you go. I'm begging your pardons. I bear a message for the Warrior of Light. That is my alias, but that is not my actual name. Commander Alden requests your presence at the Alliance headquarters in Alamigo. You will discuss matters of strategy at your earliest convenience. Okay. Going to one place, then going back, then going back to that place, then going back. Ah, yes. The inevitable messenger. I knew it wouldn't be long before duty called you away. Time no doubt being of essence, I could tempt you to ride aboard the Excelsior, if there's a faster way to Rabban's side. I will personally apologize to the commander for keeping him waiting. A free plot warp. I like that. I like plot warps. Those are my favorite. I swear, every time you board my airship, you seem to be barreling headlong into danger. Every time, you somehow contrive to emerge victorious, which, of course, is an honorable skill. But no one is invincible, Cody. Not even you. Please, take care of yourself out there. Did my accent just start changing towards the end of that line? What was that? I pray you remain safe on the front lines. Though ill-equipped to join the fray, I shall do all I can to assist from headquarters. My colleagues and I have been tasked with excavating casualties by air. Evacuating. See that you aren't among them, eh? I should be good. But those voices in my head are very unnerving. They're a bad sign. A Requiem for Heroes. This is the last MSQ of Post-Stormblood. I think. Commander Allen is waiting, sir. It would be best if we proceeded to the Alliance headquarters at once. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, warp. Now, even if we finish Post-Stormblood early, I have plans. We do have a duty coming up, so we'll have to keep that in mind here. But yeah, following that, when we finish Post-Stormblood, what we're going to do is we're going to get started on the Heavensward Hildebrand stuff. Because the Hildebrand series is freaking amazing. So there's a Realm Reborn, a Realm Reborn Hildebrand stuff, which is already freaking amazing. There's the Heavensward Hildebrand stuff, which is also amazing. Then there is the Stormblood Hildebrand stuff, which, if we have excess time, maybe we will get into that, but I feel like we won't have enough time before the next season begins. I think it was Shadowbringers, where Hildebrand didn't happen. because for some reason the dev team assumed that we didn't like the Hildebrand series, and a bunch of us were like, no. Sorry, I need to find the sound clip for that. So yeah, a lot of us were like,
No.
that was so quiet.
No.
There we go. Oh yeah, voice meter, I'd like to not hear that twice. Thank you. There we go. All fixed. So, I think Endwalker there, and they started doing it again. And they're currently... Wait, I think it's the next patch. I think the next patch that comes out finishes the Dawn Trial Hildebrand series. I only start playing each series once it's actually complete. You're here. Good. I summoned you to discuss strategy. But first I would apprise you of the Garlean's movements. Once we come to Robin, several characters play in sequence, it is recommended you place aside sufficient... Okay. It's the same text every time.
There have been several skirmishes along the border, but as yet neither side has delivered a decisive blow. We had long assumed that the Garleans would overwhelm us in a straight fight, but we seem to be gaining ground, albeit slowly. As to why that might be, the most likely explanation is that they have yet to commit all their forces. Still, we're winning, and our latest intelligence suggests the Emperor has retreated back to Garlemald.
Back to Garlic Land the Emperor goes.
In light of this, we're considering launching an offensive with the aim of pushing the front line forward and giving ourselves some room to breathe.
Commander! The Imperials! They've broken through our defenses to the east.
What?
Our scouts say their forces are being led by Lord Xenos. Lord
Ah,
Rian
yes,
and Commander
Mr.
Hex
Cheater.
have taken
Or sorry,
their
Mr.
troops to provide
Skinwalker.
support, but we don't know how long they can hold out.
So, they've been biding their time, waiting for his arrival, have they? Very well. Send word to our allies, requesting reinforcements for the front line. Should the worst come to the worst, I may need to enter the fray myself. But what of you? Do you still have the strength to fight?
I have the, actually, my strength stat in this class is sort of crap. But what about my magic stat? Ooh, my magic crit. You'd only say the word. Although you should leave the Asian to me, because they're a bit of a cheater.
You over 100 soldiers.
Those poor 100 soldiers. Hey, excuse me, not now, voice.
I bid you open.
No, close.
What's wrong? Is it the voice again?
Yes. I told the voice no.
Are you sure you're in a fit state to do
I
this?
said a firm no. And then the voice stopped.
May Ralga grant us strength. Give 'em hell, lad. I, for my part, will defend this place to my dying breath.
See, the solution for stuff like this is you just have to firmly say no. Not to help it out, of course, but voice. No. No, voice. You need to wait. I have things to do. Oh, it's a roleplay scenario. Well, there you go. It's time to roleplay. It's time to duel. Now, I've got a shortcut that changes to the hotbar here. Now, do I have to tanky? Do I have to tanky tank? Damage over time, so I'm going to do this periodically. That is a dash move.
This one's for you, Ada.
I'm back. Da, 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 da.
Here it comes.
Break. Broken.
The weave of a shinobi's power. The art of my forebears.
Hey, you! It's but a few hundred yomes away. Grouchy Snake has spawned. Da, 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 da. Why would you yell out your attack?
Damn you!
That sound effect is sort of funny. Super sprint.
Magic with a Garlean body. That's hardly fair.
Well, he's a frickin' cheater. We've said this from the beginning. Even as a skinwalker, he's still a cheater.
Still, he must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Look at those ears blowing in the wind. Those golden ears.
Bringer of light. It has been too long.
Not long enough, if you ask me.
No words to mark our reunion?
No.
So be it.
No words to you.
Equilibrium must be restored. And only your death will redress the balance.
And now for our hot bar. Our bar. Our bar. Our bar. Why did you dispel my summon? Lucky, welcome on in. I hope you're having a lovely time zone. This is pretty much the last fight of Post-Stormblood. So we're just, we're doing this. Oh, he's doing fireworks. Doing good. A little bit of a heat wave. Yeah. I'm seeing that it's taking its turns on the other side now. It used to be on the east side, and now it's over on the west central side and all that. My goodness. Our heat's being suppressed by a whole bunch of thunderstorms, apparently. Which I wouldn't have it any other way. Stop spamming Xenos. Grouchy Snake is randomly attacking people again because Grouchy Snake is grouchy. Yep. Okay. Okay, good for you, Xenos. Alright. My turn now. Yeah, to you too. La 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 la. Oh, my run cast is done. Da, 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 da. That's right, that cheap move doesn't do much to me at all now. It actually left him at 0.1. I thought he was hard-coded to stay at 0.1, but nope. What the heck? You're not staying down, are you?
Your mother chose her champion well. Yet, for all your strength, you will still fail.
Now, if I had my barrier up, that'd do 0 damage.
I beseech you.
His frickin' voice is so friggin' rude.
Ah, someone calls to you. Too late, alas.
Roachy snake. My goodness. And then Xenos gets warped. By the point. Trippy. Trippy, man. What's going on? Whoa.
At last, I found you.
Oh, I'm not here. I'm invisible.
Please, there's no cause for alarm. Though, I confess, this is not where I had intended to meet.
Where is this? Where is this mysterious
The place
place?
of our meeting is
Platform
of no
up here.
consequence, like the war you wage. Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion.
Really? I don't see any Oblivion
Better
gates yet.
path leads you here, to me. I have need of your strength.
I am the better path. My way is superior. Who the heck are you?
I'm afraid such questions will have to wait. We have precious little time, and your work is not yet done.
No, it isn't. You interrupted me in the middle of my work.
Go to the Crystal Tower. I have left something for you near its base. It will serve as a beacon of sorts. One which I pray will help you on your journey.
Crystal Tower. The Krista Tower. Sorry, Crystal Tower. Right. It's Krista with an L.
Is
right.
find it.
Yes.
I will take care of the rest. Soon, we will throw wide the gates.
Yes, but not in the middle of battle, right?
The path to the first will be yours to walk at last.
The path to first? Oh, heck yes. I've always wanted to claim first. Actually, I prefer second. Because then the blue shell won't go after me. We got ads coming up. Hey, ads, why don't you kiss my ad? What? Did I scare you? The
You're
height
awake.
difference. Ever
Thank
ecstatic rape.
heavens.
Emmerich. What the heck happened? Could ask where's Xenos, but it's my hope that he is in
Do you
an
recall the
endless pit.
confrontation with Xenos? You were the first to come to the aid of Mistress Lys and the others on the front line. In the midst of your duel, it is said you faltered, and that the Crown Prince seized the opportunity to deliver a mortal blow. Yet before his blade could find its mark, he was distracted by the arrival of a second adversary who bore you away from the battlefield and into the hands of our chirurgeons.
Who distracted him?
Lest you wonder, he left before you awoke. As is his wont.
Oh, I know who that is.
Justinian never was one for emotional farewells. Though Xenos bested all before him, the battle clearly took its toll, for he retreated shortly after your rescue. Seeing this, the remaining Imperial forces decided discretion was the better part of valor and pulled back, allowing us to re-establish our position. We have since received word of renewed unrest in the provinces, doubtless inspired by the efforts of the Eorzean Alliance and our Far Eastern allies. Nor does the good news end there. We have also come into possession of intelligence suggesting unrest within the Imperial court.
Oh. Are the rumors maybe
This would
spreading?
certainly explain why both the Emperor and Lord Xenos appear to have abandoned the fight. A long-awaited ray of hope in these dark times.
Bad burb. Bad burb, the war's over. Go home now. What of the Scions? Not just Alizé, the Scions as a whole.
Yet to awake, I'm afraid. But please, concentrate on your own recovery for now. You have carried the hopes of some half-dozen nations, and we are all eternally grateful for your efforts. But no one is without their limits, not even you.
Even the sectoral leader has to rest from time to time.
Leave this fight to us.
Once
my
a month.
friend. You've earned your rest.
The sectoral leader rests once a month.
Ah, but before I forget, I was asked to deliver a message as soon as you awoke. A reminder that you are not alone, though many of your allies have fallen.
Fallen asleep, that is, to clarify. Just to clarify.
When you are well and rested, you are to return home, where friends will be waiting for you.
You're my friend too, Emmerich.
Now, if you will excuse me, I must return to the front. May we meet again soon, under happier circumstances.
That microscope over there. Or at least I think that's a microscope. A fancy looking microscope. We have to study your cells very closely. We need to figure out what the heck is going on with your cells. What are they doing? Well, this is a most unexpected surprise. And I thought you confined to bed. Oh, I used the wrong voice. Go away, ads. I'm trying to finish this sequence up. When I heard you had collapsed in the field of battle, I confess I feared the worst. But with you standing here before me, I see now that the reports of your defeat were greatly exaggerated. Thank the Fury. But as long as we have you, Master Sectoral, history suggests that we have a fighting chance. Speaking of fighting, you may be surprised to hear that the war's effects can already be felt even here in Nishgard, in anticipation for a need for reinforcements. Artorial will soon be departed for the front lines with a contingent of our finest knights. I would advise you to stay until your strength has returned, but I know it would be an exercise in futility. Indeed, I suspect you've already decided on your next destination. Dark days lie ahead, and of that I have no doubt. But the light of hope shall ever guide our steps so long as we have the will to press onward. And press onward we must. Farewell, my friend, and I pray our next meeting will be under happier circumstances. Now there's a fellow ally we haven't seen in a while. And yeah, guess where we are? We're here. I'm gonna run those ads now, so we don't have to worry about them later. So, here we go. Ow! Come on, Krista. Am I not allowed to run ads? That time it, as soon as I press the ad button. Why are you bonking me for ads? I run those to keep the stinky pre-rolls away. Because pre-rolls suck. Oh, I don't like when I roll them, though. I'm gonna have to roll them a little earlier this next time around, if I can even remember to do that, so that I'm not running the ads on the hour. There's a reason I run them with a offset, with a minus offset to the hour, so that they're not on the hour. Because on the hour is the most likely time for people to swap or like browse different streams. Streamers tend to go offline, streamers go online, and people like move to different channels in Twitch. So having the pre-rolls off by then and not having the ad break in progress allows people to just, you know, pop in, no ads slapping them in the face, and they get to see what the heck's going on. And whether they are in danger or whether they are safe here. And by danger, I mean... actually, there's no Krista here, so I guess there is a little less danger. That's the kind of danger I mean. I'd like to think of this place as a safe space. I know I haven't like officially like put the tag in or anything. Mostly because we have a 10 tag limit and sometimes I'm right in that limit. But I'd like to think of it as a safe place at the least. At least for me, I would say everybody's welcome here so long as you're not being, you know, hateful or anything like that. No, no rule breaking. Don't be naughty, as Dimenda would say. Wait, where am I going? Return to the Horizon Stones for the 80th time. Yes. Yeah, you just wind up in Ishgard. Hello, Ishgard. Alright, back to Mordona. Sorry, back to more donuts. What do I like to call it? Because who doesn't like more donuts? I guess anybody who doesn't want their blood sugars too high, they probably don't like donuts. Or they can't like donuts. Has anybody done the shiny exchange? You know, I noticed there hasn't really been much shiny exchange going on lately. Maybe it's because I distracted everybody with the revised battle system, though. You know what? I think that one's sort of on me. I'm introducing too many things. I'll try to ease off on that stuff.
I'm at 12! I don't believe it!
Hey, Tataru. What's up? I survived the voice actually talking to me.
I rushed back as soon as I could. I swear, my heart nearly stopped when I heard you'd collapse like the others. What in heaven's name is going on?
Well, we've sort of gotten a clue, actually. We actually got a bit of a clue. It is indeed a call-in.
Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion. Oh, well, that's helpful.
I understand that sarcasm, Tataru.
And what else did he say? The better path leads to him?
My path is better than yours.
If his is the voice you've all been hearing, perhaps the others are with him. Sir Emmerich said the
Krista would ask it, are they all hugging?
But if that monster masquerading as Xenos comes back? Thancred, Yestola, Urianger, Alphano, Alize. You're going to need all of them on your side to defeat him. And I forbid you from going to face him on your own. Do you hear me?
Well, I don't think it's very practical anyways. We keep getting,
So
like,
if you must leave,
poked at.
go and find the others. Bring them home.
We listen to Tataru. Mm-hmm. Yes.
As for where to start, you said the stranger had left a beacon for you at the Crystal Tower, right?
Oh man. A teleporter?
But how are you to find it, now that the tower has been sealed shut? There has to be a way. If anyone would know, it's Sid, and the researchers of St. Coinac's find. Don't you worry, we'll find that beacon for you.
We'll find that bacon. Gotta get that bacon, right? That cheer sounded very quiet for some reason. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. Exist cutscene? No.
I pray you have good reason for abandoning the front.
How could I remain there while the rumor that my son is possessed by a demon spreads like a sickness here at home?
Ah, it is indeed that.
I will not be made to fight for the throne a second time. But what of you? Did you not tell me you would destroy Eorzea's champion with the ease that one might swat a fly?
A minor setback. He will not escape me again. Where is your grandsire? I would have words with him.
How should I know? Do you hide from each other's sight as well? I imagine he's doing what all Ascians do.
He must have found a way to take advantage of this turmoil.
Men are not pawns to be played with, Ascian. You underestimate us at your peril. This war will not be decided by you and yours. Man must choose his own fate, and I, for my part, will do all within my power to see Garlemald emerge victorious.
So the rumors do spread. Stare. Gotta think.
Pray forgive the intrusion, Your Radiance, but the requested preparations are now complete. We stand ready to begin production of Black Rose upon your order.
There. Thoughts. Many thoughts. So many thoughts that the screen fades out. Okay. You calm down with your darkness spell, all right? And with that, Stormblood, Post-Stormblood comes to an end. And future me will probably wind up muting the game audio here. So YouTube, you don't get to hear this. Twitch, you do get to hear this. Because Twitch doesn't find every single reason imaginable to slap a copyright and mute things. You can get VOD muted, but usually it's like more obvious ones that you probably shouldn't be playing in the first place. I don't know. But yeah, we're playing through it. Hey, hold on. Number 2. There we go. Hey, we are done with Post-Stormblood. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Yeah. Wait, you know what? I don't even remember what animations I have available for the sectoral leader. Wait, I do have this. I'm pretty sure I had this. Yes. Sorry, vertical view. I don't have that layer available, nor do I have a way of swapping my VTuber with the animation. Although I could have sworn I saw a script on Firebot that allows me to interact with the vertical. I might take a look at that, maybe. What's with Alisaie's pose? Teasing her brother. Rivalry. Ah, my goodness. So, for MSQ, January, we will be continuing into Shadowbringers. I know it seems a little ironic considering a new expansion is coming out in January. And it may also be a little confusing at the beginning of every Final Fantasy XIV stream when I'm somewhere completely different, possibly somewhere you've never seen before. But, yeah. Ever cold? Everfrost? It's icy themed again. It does look like a pretty cool plot. I mean, the tiny bit that they showed us, but, you know, it looks like it could be cool. I still have significant concerns on the UI redesign stuff that they're doing. And honestly, why are they breaking what isn't broken? Stop trying to fix what isn't broken. I like the idea of the two different UI modes existing side by side without forcing us to one of them. The two new classes force you to use the new UI and new battle system. Don't like that. But anyway, Stormblood is a pretty good expansion. It's better than Post A Realm Reborn. Notably better than A Realm Reborn, but A Realm Reborn's required for the world building and all that. It builds a lot of the bonds and that. Heavensward, main Heavensward is still a little better than Stormblood, but they're pretty close to one another. Post Heavensward, no, Stormblood's better. But yeah. How long have we've been doing this since January? And then we sort of had to spill over into off-season to complete this? Well, yeah, now we get to watch the many credits of many people who worked on Stormblood expansion. So many things changed during Stormblood. That was when the TP bar was abolished. There used to be a third bar in Final Fantasy XIV. It was the TP bar. And that used to be for like non-magic actions, or your sprint would also consume the full bar. Which was cool in a way. That was also back when elemental attributes were a thing. They abolished those mostly, save for a few special modes in Final Fantasy XIV. But it used to be a base game thing. Also, something else that used to be a thing in Final Fantasy XIV. I think the race you chose had a slight influence on stat strengths and weaknesses. And the your birth sign had a slight influence too on strengths and weaknesses. By slight, I mean like +1 to this, +1 to this, but no bonus to this, like stuff like that. Or I think it was like +2, I don't know. But back in base game, +1, +2 makes a notable difference until you hit like level 25 or something like that. Then it doesn't really. But once you start getting further into the expansions, +1, +2, no, that's a joke. That doesn't do nothing. Unless you're like min-maxing on the Unless you're min-maxing on the high-end content. Which is why I will never do high-end content. Oh, your stats are too below what we want. So we're... yeah. You're not doing your combos perfectly. No, thanks. I like having a little room for error, and also I like doing things a little varied sometimes. But yeah, here we are. Also, I see Twitch still has not fixed the rewards request queue. If things get approved by Firebot, they sit there, and I can't, like, they're stuck there. When I hit refresh, they disappear, because they have actually been approved, but the rewards request queue will not refresh. I think that's the actual issue. The rewards request queue does not refresh when a redeem gets approved or declined by a third party. You know, if I'm able to narrow down something like this, you'd think Twitch would have an easy time fixing something like that. But instead, they have to make it a big pain in the butt to do so. Hey, I don't want to do a whole bunch of complaining with Twitch. There's some cool things that they've done too. I just really wish they would fix these bugs, especially with Stream Manager. Stream Manager is a hot mess. It stops working under so many circumstances. The rewards request queue's broken. Okay, you know what? The creator dashboard needs to be fixed. Because sometimes navigating to different options after a stream will also just load a blank page. It's like, oh, great, I have to refresh. It's Twitch, nothing's easy. No. I feel like they overcomplicate things that don't need to be complicated too, but who am I to tell Twitch not to overcomplicate something that isn't complicated, considering I do that with Firebot? Especially on mobile. Yeah. I heard about that random channel jump bug again. Like, oh, hooray. They brought that back. The thing that nobody wanted. It still does it. Yeah, it's back. I think there was a period of time where it actually stopped doing that. And Twitch stopped forcing people to random channels. But then I started hearing people mentioning it again lately here, so it's like, lovely. I was trying to use a channel point redeem and it jumped me to some random doing weird ass. Why? I barely use Twitch Mobile. I've got all I want on my setup here. You know, he was rubbing peanut butter on himself? Oh, jeez. Twitch, why? Also, Twitch, why are you randomly promoting people rubbing peanut butter on themselves? That's gotta be one form of 18+ content. I don't know what content label you should be putting onto that, but it's like... I only have mobile. My laptop is doing weird stuff I don't know how to fix. Yeah, that kind of stuff can be pretty complicated. I have an easy time fixing a lot of the issues with my computer, but that's only because I know my computer so well. And because I have things set up in such a specific way. Sound breaks? Oh yeah, it's probably this. But I occasionally run into the more complex issues, and those are annoying. Like trying to get Firebot to extract certain information from a webhook. What a pain in the arse. JavaScript objects, what a pain in the arse. I don't know how to retrieve JS objects in Firebot. It's so annoying. I wish I did. I wish I did know. I was trying to experiment with that stuff this week to see if I could get it to work. And it's like, no, I don't know how the hell to get this to work. And Firebot has no sufficient documentation on that, so there's a lot of things Firebot that I am able to figure out, but that one has no documentation. And nobody's made a freaking script for it. Why has nobody made a script for it? I'm surprised nobody's made a script for it. Maybe if... I guess somebody has to re-mention it. Firebot actually has a webhook. They have webhook support. It is experimental right now, but they do have it. Also, it sounds like the Firebot Nightly has the ability to pin messages. That'd be helpful. Maybe the next Firebot update will have the ability to manage pinned messages. Which would be great in events, because I could just have Firebot pin the event-relevant message for me. And I could have Firebot temporarily pin something and then resort to the other pin. I think that would be cool. I think I'd create a new preset effect list for that one. And have a option... Yeah, have an option for temporary message. And it stored a message that is previously pinned. And then it just recall that message later. Motion actors. Wonder how easy it is to get motion capture in. It probably isn't easy at all. Probably costs at least $10,000 just to get the equipment set up. Imagine being able to rig imagine being able to rig like motion capture to my VTuber. That'd be ridiculous. All of my movements. Except I'm pretty sure this VTuber model from this Vroid model probably doesn't have very good support for hips down. Yes, to Krista's disappointment, I'm sure. I'm sure she'd like to do a lot of actions with her hips. As much as a cardboard box? No, you know more than a cardboard box. You gotta give yourself some credit. I try to be modest with the amount of credit I give myself. Like a modest amount of credit. Like, my drawing isn't stickman, but it's definitely not high grade. It's like sort of like a mid grade, or somewhere in the middle. Lower part of the middle. I'd say I'm a little below the median compared to like everybody who draws regularly, but maybe I just don't draw enough. I probably don't draw enough because I don't have the time. I'm going to give the radar a quick glance because not having it open is probably not a good idea. Hey, radar. Hey, radar. Oh, hey, there's a severe thunderstorm warning over there. Huh. Those are barely severe at all. How are those getting warnings? Well, we got nothing coming towards us. Ugh. There's a second trip echo on the radar right now. Looks terrible. Is Saskatchewan still populated by tornado warnings? Let's see here. Yep. Oh, they're up there. By the way, Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, you should probably Just know where to go. Know where your shelters are, just in case. They're actually within a moderate zone that mentions tornado possibility, so it's already a good idea to know where your shelters are anyways. Yeah, there we go. I think we're getting close to the end. I don't know. Wait. Hide scroll and text. Whoa, what? Why is there an option to hide scroll and text? You will not know who did anything. You just hearing the music right now. That's all. Why is there an option to hide it? Secret. Credits released. 3/2019. Voice cast updated. 5/2023. They actually put timestamps into the credits? Dang. Production executive. Mr. Headshot. Well, I love it when there's like... when they have like nicknames. We returned to the Rising Stones, and we hallucinated credits. Tadaru, I had a very long hallucination. I saw a whole bunch of words scrolling on a blank screen. I don't think it had anything to do with the mysterious voice, but... I knew you'd be alright, and to celebrate your return, I made you this. A brand new traveling outfit. Oh, I do hope it fits. But now is not the time to fuss over your measurements. I must go and speak with the researchers of St. Donner's fine. You go and rest while we track down that beacon. That bacon. You gotta find the bacon. Strange Elsian names floated everywhere. Exactly. Some dream I had.
My enemy. My friend. Had I been but a step faster.
Bloody savages!
Why didn't that Imperial retreat like they were all ordered to?
A pity your hunt leads you elsewhere. Not that I am surprised. May you find joy in it. Grow stronger, more savage, and savor every triumph. In the meantime, I will reclaim that which is rightfully mine.
Actually Xenos? In a different body? It's very windy here. The Cristo Tower. wonder if Graha's still there. Surely. In the midst of a requiem for heroes, a voice rings out across time and space. I actually had time to read that. In fields of tranquil light, sow your seeds of darkness. Wow, they actually gave me time to read that. Unlike the last time. Last time the text went by way too fast. I was like, what the heck? Who has time to read this aloud? Maybe you can read it in your head, but read aloud? Not happening. Well, everybody, we have... Well, everybody, we have reached the end of Post-Stormblood. This does not mean the stream is going to end. But this does mean I will be taking a BRB. I'm going to do a food check. I would like to see if there is an item that is called food. Also, this is what I'm looking at on the radar. This. Now, like, you're looking at this and you're like, this is interesting. Nice little part of the storm reaching out. However, if you look at velocity, you will notice strong winds going one way. Strong winds going the other way. These two equals problem. That's rotation. That's a tornado warning. That is why this polygon is here. Actually, this polygon was probably issued when it was back here. And yeah, that's happening in north central Saskatchewan right now, so... Oh. What is this? Saskatoon had a little thunderstorm pass over, a lone thunderstorm. It was strong for a bit and then it just weakened. Look at that. Let's zoom right out. See where all the action is. We got this, you guys have your thunderstorm warning over here. I rarely see this issued by our team. Look at how much of a straight line this is. Outflow boundaries usually have like a curve to them. This one does not. And look at it getting stronger and stronger as it goes. Also, it's sort of pulling the storm, isn't it? Like, it could ride along the storm. Or the storm could ride along the line. That's a strong outflow boundary. Uncommonly, you can see, like, some yellow on the reflectivity for that, but, that is interesting, alright. Yeah, you don't see that very often at all. Also, you don't see this color category being used very often. Well, they do use it. Our team does use it for forecasts with slight/moderate risk in it. But yeah, that's interesting, alright. What's going on up here? What's this storm doing? Producing hail. What is this? What is this? Not many people there, but that is interesting, alright. I'm just gonna make sure that there's at least some eyes on it. Oh yeah, there's eyes on it. There's eyes on it. That's good. That's good. Okay, so we're going to take a BRB for the time being. You know what? I'm going to warp to my house because I might randomly get approached by strangers, and I don't want to be approached by strangers right now. I know it's ironic to say being a trade mentor and all that, but like we're on stream here. By the way, I did change to summer mode. So yeah, I got my summer layout going. And now we can actually sit on the bench here. BRB screen right here. Actually, we can swap BRB screen. The BRB scene, I've attempted some fixes, and I'm hoping it'll work. So now you shouldn't hear a BRB audio source that isn't showing displaying, while another one is playing, hopefully. But yeah. LockyBot has some pretty fun little overlays that I put into the BRB screen. I guess we'll see which one we get. I actually have it set random. This is an example of Firebot, LockyBot, like having the two work together. They don't send commands right to each other. What I do have is I have Firebot set in an RNG source, and two of them are LockyBot overlays. And I'm just setting it at random. But yeah, I'm going to do a food check. I will be back shortly. We'll continue Final Fantasy XIV, but we'll be doing Hildebrand Heavensward, which I believe can easily be found on New Game Plus, right? Yep. Yep, there it is. Further Hildebrand Adventures. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Alright. We'll be back, everybody. To the break scene. Whee! Is the break scene just not gonna work? Or did it? Huh. BRB overlay 5 something a bit something or other. Maze is not working. Hold on, what if I do this? No, it does not show. It just does not show. It refuses. Alright, everybody. Apparently the LockyBot overlays are just not going to work. That's fine. That's fine. Would not copy URL. What? It can't even copy the URL? What the hell is this nonsense? Really? So LockyBot's overlays are just not freaking working. He can't even do a simple copy action. Lovely. Lucci, welcome on in. I hope you are having a lovely time zone. I was trying to switch to the BRB screen. Apparently the Lucky Bot overlays just don't work. Cool. I love it. I'm going to restart Lucky Bot. I think it's just being... Maybe Lucky Bot's just being a little stinky. Let's relaunch it. I'm alright. I feel dizzy, though, about to sleep. Oh, jeez. Hopefully it's nothing too problematic. Okay, Lucky Bot overlay is being crappy, so I'm gonna go over here and we'll just put the BRB on this screen here. Although if you're in vertical view, you're not gonna see it. It's been today for some reason. Been getting worse the more I'm awake today. Dizziness is not very good to deal with. Well, take it easy. Take it easy. I had a day where I was feeling a little dizzy. And I think it was related to something about a very specific amount of sleep, in my case. Or it was like not quite enough. Kind of used to it with the... Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That will do it. Oh my goodness, definitely take it easy, Lucci. I will be back after a quick BRB here. Yeah, again, vertical view, you're not gonna see the BRB. Yeah. Or can I manually change? I can. Yeah, I'll do that. There we go. There's your little BRB with absolutely no overlay because the overlay is not working in Lucky Bot. Was fine and all. Back in a bit, doing a food check. My head has been the same today too. I already took a nap earlier. One of those days. All the weather happening.